The movie we're about to dissect starts with a bang. Or, well, a spark. It's pitch black. And then, flick. A single match cuts through the darkness like a scream in silence. A shadowy figure, face hidden, tosses that fragile little flame toward a quiet, sleeping house. In seconds, the fire erupts, hungrily devouring everything in sight. And right there, this story's hiding something dark. Then, snap! The burning past vanishes, replaced by the city life of Los Angeles. Caitlin steps into focus, a real estate lawyer commanding her space with quiet confidence. Across the table sits Polly, once a nanny, now caught in the city's endless housing battles. The moment softens as Polly's attention drifts to Caitlin's rounded belly. Caitlin responds with a knowing smile. Just moments after the meeting, Caitlin slides into her car, her mind still in work mode, when suddenly, pain strikes like lightning. Labor begins without warning. A little Josie is here. One day, Caitlin's older daughter, Emma, asks a classic kid question. Why aren't the animals in video games real? Caitlin, multitasking like a pro while transferring Josie into her car seat, says she doesn't know. Then fate steps in, just to mess with her again. The stroller accidentally rolls right into the street and gets bumped by a car. Let's be real, we've all been there. Caitlin scolds the driver. The driver, in true LA fashion, just curses back at her, calling her a dumb. Caitlin's husband, Miguel, steps outside as she suggests putting up a stop sign to prevent another scare. He just gives a tired shrug. People in LA, he says, never stop. Later, at the farmer's market, Caitlin runs into Polly again. The rent issue is still lingering, but Polly says she's managing. As Caitlin is dealing with the usual stress, Miguel joins them. Emma interrupts because she wants to leave. Polly, sensing Caitlin's palpable stress, makes the perfect offer. She'll babysit. She reminds Caitlin she used to be a nanny. She lights up, genuinely grateful. That evening, the decision is made. Miguel agrees, saying it's probably good for Caitlin to have some help. Caitlin calls the reference Polly provided, a woman named Rosanna. Rosanna gushes, praising Polly's kindness and her natural way with kids. Caitlin feels reassured and hires Polly. As Caitlin guides Polly through the baby routine, bottles, supplements, all the essentials, Polly brings up formula. Caitlin rejects it instantly, calling it nothing but sugar and insisting she won't give it to Josie. While Polly gets to work with Josie, Caitlin goes upstairs to wash her face and take her antidepressants. The film doesn't scream, she's struggling. It shows the quiet, necessary ritual of her coping mechanisms. Polly is about to leave, but Caitlin invites her for dinner. During the meal, Caitlin and Emma have a heated argument. Relatable, right? Polly gently suggests Caitlin give Emma some space. Caitlin sighs as she recalls how Emma was willful even as a baby. It reveals the quiet weight Caitlin carries, a glimpse into her deeper struggle with motherhood. Then Polly's phone buzzes. Caitlin, in a friendly way, urges her not to let her keep her. But Polly explains it's just a girl she's been talking to. Caitlin smiles and asks if she likes her. Polly is non-committal. Caitlin then drops a bomb. She dated a woman before Miguel. Trying to shift the mood, Caitlin makes a light comment about her dress not suiting her. Polly responds simply, saying she likes it. Caitlin, perhaps impulsively, says she can have it. Polly's eyes drift to the pill bottle on the counter. That's a massive red flag. The next morning, Caitlin isn't in the mood for Miguel's affection. She asks him to take Emma to her basketball game because she has a community meeting about the now iconic stop sign. Miguel has a work meeting. The solution: Polly takes Emma instead. After the game, Polly does something sweet, but a little naughty. She surprises Emma with cupcakes and makes her promise not to tell her parents. Emma agrees, but then frowns as Polly feeds some of the frosting to baby Josie. That's too much sugar, Emma observes. Polly, smiling, assures her, it's not that bad. The sugar problem is back, and it's being used to undermine Caitlin's rules. Emma asks if Polly's mom let her eat sugar. With a wistful look, Polly shares a sad, manipulative detail. How her mother once made the best cupcakes before passing away when she was young, leaving her to grow up eating tuna straight from the can, like a stray cat. Later, Caitlin is preparing dinner for her colleague, Stuart, and his girlfriend, Bethany. Miguel, ever the skeptic, eyes her cooking skills, but Caitlin says she can handle it. Then, Polly slips in, quietly pours something into the sauce, and warns Caitlin it's starting to burn. That seems highly suspicious, but the chaos of cooking makes it easy to dismiss. During dinner, Caitlin and Stuart talk about the stop sign before Stuart turns to Polly and asks where she's from. She says Boyle Heights. He questions why she lives so far, his tone a bit condescending. Polly calmly says it's the only place she can afford. When Stuart mentions he lives in Silver Lake, Polly replies with a flat, "Oh, I get you." The moment clearly shows the class gap and how Polly uses it to make herself seem like the victim. The next morning, disaster. Caitlin wakes up nauseous and throws up. Soon, the entire household except Polly, who didn't touch the sauce, is down with food poisoning. The children are hospitalized. Caitlin confesses to Polly. Polly, the perfect nurturer, reassures her, saying some things are beyond anyone's control. Once the kids are discharged, Caitlin asks Miguel if having Polly stay with them is a good idea. Miguel notices how much Caitlin relies on help and agrees that having Polly around could make things easier. He mentions how, after Emma was born, Caitlin struggled for a while. A small line, but an important clue to what's really going on. Caitlin shows Polly the guest quarters. It's a tiny, self-contained space. Here is a scene that sends shivers down my spine. Miguel and Caitlin take Emma to school. Back inside, Josie cries loudly, but Polly doesn't pick her up. She just waits, watching. It's a subtle but powerful sign that her nurturing act is just that, an act. That night, Caitlin is swimming, and Polly joins her, startling Caitlin. Polly, ever the attentive helper, notices tension in Caitlin's neck and offers to help. Using a simple technique, she relieves Caitlin's stiffness. The physical intimacy is deepening, making Caitlin rely on her for more than just childcare. Miguel is building a baby chair. Life seems normal until Caitlin spots a formula container in the trash. Caitlin confronts Polly. Polly admits it, saying she was struggling to feed Josie breast milk. Caitlin is appalled, reminding her she explicitly said NO formula because of the sugar. Polly's reply is chilling. We never had that conversation. Total gaslighting. The incident leaves Caitlin questioning her own memory and sanity. Caitlin returns from a jog to find Miguel and Polly chatting with another woman, Amelia. They invite her to join, but she politely declines. That night, Caitlin feels the strain in her neck again and goes to ask Polly for help. Instead, she finds Polly and Amelia in a private, intimate moment. This leaves Caitlin confused about her own feelings. Emma asks Polly about depression. Polly explains it as feeling sad and hating oneself. Then, Emma asks the devastating question, like my mom. Polly denies that Caitlin is depressed, but adds a venomous twist. Her mother is angry because she's pretending to be someone she's not. This is pure psychological manipulation, painting Caitlin as a fraud in her own daughter's eyes. Meanwhile, Caitlin calls her doctor, saying she's been on edge. The doctor advises half her dosage. Then, while on the phone, she accidentally cuts her finger, a physical manifestation of her intensifying stress. That afternoon, Emma tells her parents that when she grows up, she wants a wife, not a husband, unlike the couples on TV. Caitlin is furious and turns on Polly, telling her to shut up. Miguel calmly reminds Caitlin that Emma is 10 and asks when she realized she was bi. Caitlin brushes it off. Eventually, Miguel convinces her to let Emma be. Then, Caitlin starts kissing Miguel, mimicking the way she had seen Polly pleasure Amelia. But the real kicker, while all this emotional drama is happening, Polly is in the guest quarters, restocking Caitlin's antidepressant pills with some other tablets. The pills are the secret weapon, a physical sabotage designed to make Caitlin anxious and on edge. She's been doing this for some time. The family heads to the park for the New Year's Eve festival. Back home, Caitlin sees Polly wearing the dress she gave her. Then, they hear Emma screaming. Crackers are going off upstairs. Caitlin explodes, demanding to know where Emma got the crackers. Polly apologizes, admitting she bought them. Caitlin, believing it was intentional, lashes out, demanding Polly leave. Later, Miguel tells Caitlin she was too harsh. Polly only bought them to make Emma happy. He gently reminds Caitlin that she's spiraling again and that he can't help her if she isn't willing to admit she might be wrong. Caitlin gets the name of Polly's motel from Miguel and heads there. She apologizes, revealing that she has past issues that make her spiral. Polly hugs her. The next day, the stop sign is finally erected. Caitlin fills Stuart in. Stuart, the critical friend, suggests looking into Polly's background. Caitlin defends Polly, but Stuart insists it doesn't hurt to double-check. Stuart returns home, where he digs through Polly's trash, collects DNA from a used tampon and a can, and conducts a DNA test using a kit. He's not messing around. Caitlin tries calling Rosanna again, but it goes to voicemail. She searches for her number online and finds an address. Caitlin goes to the recreation center and asks a woman if she is Rosanna. She is. Caitlin asks about Polly. Rosanna, concerned, admits Polly hasn't been answering her calls and says Polly's behavior can be erratic if she's using again. Caitlin realizes. Rosanna runs an AA meeting. That's where they met. Rosanna was lying about Polly taking care of her kids. Rosanna tries to defend Polly, revealing a tough past of living in a car and abuse. Caitlin scoffs, believing it's all lies. Stuart leaves Caitlin a voicemail. Later, he contacts Polly, and she arrives at his doorstep. He drops the bomb. He knows her real name is Rebecca. Polly admits he went through her things. Stuart reveals that Polly, or Rebecca, grew up in San Bernardino, the same place as Caitlin, whose real name was Jennifer. Polly's family died in a fire when she was 7, and Jennifer was sent away afterward. Polly insists that Caitlin killed her parents. Stuart interrupts, saying that something happened to Caitlin before the fire. He urges Polly to come clean or he will. Polly excuses herself to the restroom, and moments later, she strikes and kills Stuart, taking the evidence with her. Caitlin gets the call from Bethany about Stuart being attacked. At the hospital, she tells an officer Stuart was investigating Polly, but the officer, frustratingly, isn't in charge of the case. Caitlin heads home and orders Polly to leave. When Polly refuses, Caitlin starts packing her clothes, only to find Polly with Emma. Caitlin lunges at Polly and, in the struggle, accidentally hits Emma. A week later, Caitlin is out of the house. On the phone with her lawyer, she notices the pill she's been taking isn't her usual one. She researches it. The pill is designed to make people anxious and on edge. The realization hits her like a physical blow. Polly has been systematically poisoning her mind. The next day, Caitlin visits Emma at her basketball game. She apologizes, admitting she's been too harsh, then adds that it's only because no one has ever looked out for her. Emma shows her a newspaper clipping she found in Polly's room. Caitlin understands. Polly's true purpose is revenge. Emma says the little girl in the photo is Polly, even though her name is different. She tells her mother Polly was an orphan, which is why she tried to become part of their family. Emma asks her mom to come home. Caitlin heads home and calls Polly Rebecca. She apologizes and asks how Polly knew she started the fire. Polly quietly responds that she did see her. With a sigh, Caitlin admits that Polly's father tried to get intimate with her. She told the school and her father, but no one believed her, so she decided to handle it herself. Then, shaking, Caitlin reveals the final, devastating truth. He did the same thing to Polly. He told her to himself. Polly denies it, calling Caitlin a liar, and attacks her. Caitlin manages to break free, grabs Josie, and rushes to her car. Polly emerges with a hammer, trying to smash the glass. At that moment, Emma and Miguel arrive. Caitlin drives off quickly, throwing Polly off and causing her death. Shaken, Caitlin gives Josie to Miguel. She mourns Polly's death. Even after all the terror, the film leaves us with a lingering presence of the secret sister, as Emma shares with Josie the story of Polly eating tuna like a cat, mimicking her gestures and style. A truly unforgettable ending. If you liked this story, wait for the next one. And don't forget to like and subscribe.